And we're rolling. Great. Hello, Pony. This is Princess Twilight Sparkle with Trixie Lulu Moon, Daffodil Delight, Sugarberry, Lyra Heartstrings, Sweetie Drops, and Rainbow Flash, and we're watching New Friends for Thomas in dedication of Micheal Angelis. Yep. Well, let us get started. Gordon and Spencer.
And all the engines were working hard. Gordon was feeling very excited.
Oh, this was the debut episode of Spencer, I assume.
Thomas, I look my best, and
Yep,
you know why?
it is.
Why? Because a Duke and Duchess are visiting. So Topham Hatt will be choosing me as their special engine.
Like they would.
Thomas.
Trixie, be nice.
Had been washed and polished. He rushed away to meet the visitors. But a signal diverted Gordon into a siding.
Oh, I do ever wonder why.
I'm going to be late, he muttered.
And here he is, the Silver Sleek Engine himself.
Steaming pistons. Who's that?
You're about to find out, dear Gordon.
When he arrived at the shed, the huge engine was humming quietly.
Just look at the way he sparkles. He shines with that sleek, standard form. Streamlining at its finest. Streamlined Gordon couldn't possibly never top that.
I'm the Duke and Duchess's private engine. I take them everywhere. Quiet. There will be a party for our guests at Marin Station. That's far away over Gordon's Hill. You'll need to take on plenty of water, muttered Gordon. I have plenty of water, wished Spencer.
Yeah.
And he raced away.
I think we all know where this goes.
I was only trying to be useful, grunted Gordon.
One of the few times Gordon actually tries to be sensible with other engines, who seem a bit more pompous than him.
Spencer showed the Duke and Duchess many beautiful places. But he never stopped once to take on more water.
Of course.
Gordon and Thomas were collecting passengers when Spencer raced through on his way to the party.
Race through is
Don't forget
right.
the water. Who cares? He'll be in trouble soon, sighed Thomas.
And he's right.
And Spencer was.
How humiliating.
He ran out of water on Gordon's Hill. Why didn't I listen? Sighed Spencer.
'Cause you got too puffed up in your boiler. That's why. Sugarberry? Well, he did.
When Gordon arrived, the station master was waiting. You need to rescue Spencer. He's stuck on the hill.
It kind of seems to me that
Hurry, Gordon.
Gordon's Hill is a place where a lot of engines get stuck. It does seem that way, Daffodil Delight.
Gordon was looking forward to seeing Spencer. Run out of water? He teased. Yes, snapped Spencer. I must have a leaky tank. Perhaps, smiled Gordon. But we'd better hurry. Everyone is waiting. Gordon switched to Spencer's line and was coupled up.
Yep, for once, Gordon's the one to help someone off the hill.
Then they set off.
Well, it happened before. He helped James once when he couldn't get up Gordon's hill. Oh, of course, how could I forget that? And they made it just in time.
See, said Gordon. We're right on time. Spencer was embarrassed. What do you think of Spencer now? Whispered Thomas. Too much puff and not enough steam. Well done,
Oh.
said Sir Topham Hatt. You are
What a
the
way
fastest
to-
engine on Shoulder.
What a way to humiliate him in his very first episode appearance. Hey, Trixie, look on the bright side. At least he had a more dignified start than the Diesels did. You remember that one with the bowler who had that incident with the bowler's hat? Oh yes, of course. At least Spencer wasn't sent away in disgrace. True. Well, anyways, let's on to the next episode. I think Rainbow Flash will find this one great. Emily's new coaches. Ooh!
It was a splendid day on the island
Yep,
of Sodor.
that's
Thomas
right.
was taking Annie and Clarabelle back to the yacht.
This was the debut episode of Emily.
He wanted to say
Wow.
the
My
engine was beautiful, with shiny
BGFF,
paint
that's
gleaming
it.
brass dome.
What does that stand for?
Micheal.
Best girlfriend forever.
Hello.
Girlfriend?
Hello to you.
We're both girls and we're both best
Emily,
friends.
collect your courses.
Oh, I
You
get
must
it.
learn the line. Yes, sir, she answered.
Wow. I noticed something though.
Was it?
What's that? Her buffers aren't
Later,
silver
the only
in
coaches
this
Emily's driver could find
this
were Annie and
series
Clarabelle.
season.
These aren't your sort of
Oh,
coaches.
yeah, they
I
aren't. They
suppose
look
they're
more
too.
bronze.
Annie and Clarabelle felt insulted. How dare he say, "We'll do," Clarabelle whispered.
Well, but Emily was still learning. She didn't know those were Thomas's coaches. Of course she didn't.
Emily puffed carefully along the track. How dare he say we'll do? How dare he say we'll do? Grumbled the coaches.
Ah, picky
Thomas
coaches.
saw Emily coming down the line, pulling Annie and Clarabelle. Hello, Thomas, Emily called.
Oh boy.
But Thomas was cross. Those are my coaches, he muttered. Give them back.
She didn't know.
Emily didn't hear Thomas, and she went on her way. Then Edward passed.
Oh,
And
I'm surprised Edward out of all of the engines would be,
when Emily
you know,
whistled for
ignoring her like that. He's usually the kind one.
Emily couldn't understand
Well.
why they were so unfriendly. She was upset.
Oh, poor Em.
Later, Sir Topham Hatt spoke to Thomas. I want you to go to the docks to pick up new coaches.
Oh?
New coaches? But, sir, really useful engines, don't argue, said Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas didn't want new
Oh
coaches.
boy.
He wanted...
But I know that those new coaches aren't for Thomas, they're for someone else.
When
Who?
Oliver saw
You'll
Emily
see.
return to the yacht, he was surprised. Those are Thomas's coaches. So that's why he looked cross.
Of course.
I'll go and apologise. Don't want new coaches. Don't want.
They're
new
not
coaches.
yours, Thomas. I mean, look at them. Hey, they look green like... Are those for Emily?
Emily was still looking.
Yo, I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Flanked her down. Oliver hasn't cleared his signal box, he told Emily's driver. Please go and see what's wrong.
Oh? What's going on?
Emily could see
Oh,
that
no.
Oliver had broken down on the
Oliver!
Then Emily heard Thomas's whistle. He could see Oliver, and he knew he could never stop in time.
Really? How far away is Thomas from Oliver?
Charged towards Oliver.
Well, you have to remember, he's speeding up, and when engines are going at a fast rate, it's hard for them to stop just in the nick of time. Oh, right. Thanks, Twilight. Oh, look out!
Just
Woo! That was close. Too close. Woo!
later, Sir Topham Hatt praised Emily. Well, John, you were a very brave engine. The bravest, chuffed Oliver. It
Yep.
gives me great pleasure to present you with 2 new coaches,
Yep, specifically for her.
replied Emily. I'm sorry I took Annie and Clarabelle. And I'm sorry I was so cross, replied Thomas. Friends. Friends.
And they remained friends ever since. And of course, everyone knows that many years later, Emily finally got the number I was hoping she would get. Number 12. Yep, and Emily to the rescue. You know, it is about time she got her number. Yeah, took him long enough. But yes, we are doing this in memory of Micheal Angelis, who sadly passed away not too long ago. Yeah, he was one of the best Thomas narrators out there. What's next, Twilight? Well, we're about to find out.